small town secret to healing a broken heart. When I first moved to this tiny one-stoplight town, I was completely lost. I just lost my job, my apartment, and honestly, my will to get out of bed. The only thing that kept me moving was Joe's hardware. Not because I needed tools, but because Joe. He just knew. Every morning, I'd walk in for a cheap cup of coffee, and Joe would look me square in the eye and say, "Stick around, kid. The world needs more people like you." He never asked for my life story. He just gave me a reason to show up tomorrow. But then the lights in the shop went dim. Joe's wife, Sarah, the woman who baked those legendary pies for the local fair, had a massive stroke. Suddenly, the man who held the whole town together was falling apart. Joe tried to keep the shop open, but you could see it in his eyes. He was exhausted. He was spending all night at the hospital and all day trying to sell nails and paint just to keep the lights on. He refused every check, every GoFundMe, and every handout. He'd just shake his head and say, "I take care of my own." So the town made a choice. The next Monday at 5:30 in the morning, before Joe even unlocked the front door, there was a line. Not just a small line, but a line that wrapped around the entire block. Contractors, teachers, even the local police. We all stood there in the freezing rain. When Joe finally opened up, we didn't just buy a few screws. We bought everything. Entire aisles of power tools, gallons of paint, even the dusty old lawnmowers in the back. By 9 a.m., the shop was empty. Joe stood behind the counter, clutching a handful of receipts, with tears streaming down his face. He finally understood. Because we bought every single item in that store, Joe had no choice but to lock the doors and go sit by Sarah's side. Karma isn't always about a payback. Sometimes, it's just the world giving back the light you spent your whole life giving to.